Hi everyone. Here's just a quick feel-good video because most of you probably have noticed by now, I'm somebody who really likes to explore obscure games. I'm kind of the computer game equivalent of a B-movie fan. I just really like games that are not well known, and often games that are not very good. You know, I'm really a fan of games that are kind of questionable quality because they have that sort of amateurish quality to them that really appeals to me. And I realized that the last couple of videos I made were of games that, they just weren't very good. And I thought, to make up for that, I'm just going to make a quick, fun little video about one of the best games that I can think of. This game is really wonderful in just almost every imaginable way. Let me just go ahead and, rather than blab about it too much, let me just go ahead and show you the game. So I'll go ahead and, man, there are so many levels for this game. There are endless levels that you can play in this game. If you start playing this game, you could play it for the rest of your life, probably, seriously. Sure, let's just do Enigma 1 and start with Welcome, sure, why not? So the premise of the game is fairly simple at the beginning. You control this black marble or ball or sphere with the mouse. And you're supposed to bump into these things and reveal what color they are. And you're supposed to match them based on color. So that one's blue, obviously, and that one's red. So I need to match this with... Okay, so that one's also red, so match the two blue ones here. That's it, level finished. That's the whole object of the game. Simple, right? No, it's not simple. So already here, this is getting kind of tricky because you can see these doors open, so you have to kind of hurry through when the doors are open, and I think those doors will crush my ball. They will smash the marble if the marble's in the middle of the door when it closes. So you have to kind of go carefully and quickly. So you can see the game combines several different things already. You can see the game is kind of reflexy. There are moments when you have to have quick reflexes. And you can probably imagine there are also a lot of puzzles in the game. So it works on several different levels. It works as a puzzle game, it works as an action game, it works as sort of a, abstract, meditative kind of game. In fact, the game does have some levels called meditation levels. Let me go ahead and get out of this for a second. And, where's the meditation level? Here we go, meditation, just to show what they're like. So meditation levels typically have several of these marbles, and the goal is not to match colors as in the main game, but rather to get these individual marbles into one of these little indentations here. So you can see that marble at the bottom is now in the indentation. And the physics in this are pretty good. Like if you move the mouse, I'm moving the mouse a little bit, you can see the marble is kind of moving around, but it is on a slope. Like that thing is, it's in a sloped hole. So, it will kind of tend to resist being moved out of the hole, but if you push the mouse hard enough, you can push it out of the hole. So the physics in this game are really good as well. So it's kind of, it's a physics game, it's a puzzle game, it's an action game. There you go. That's how you do those meditation puzzles. And then this one, counterclockwise. Yeah, so the trick here is just that you have to keep going counterclockwise. So you have to go around like this. Here I can activate that one. That's green, so I was going to need to find another green. Down here, what do we have here? Okay, that's yellow. That's magenta, I guess. And cyan. So I have to... Okay, so I can't make any matches here. So I have to go around. I mean, a lot of the game is just going around and finding the different colors. And then, you have to... And the colors are randomized each time you play. So, like, each time you start a level, the colors are randomized. So you can't count on them being in the same place each time. So, yeah, the game is very difficult. It actually... It starts off looking simple, but it is really challenging. It is based on an old DOS game called Oxyd, O-X-Y-D. You can look it up if you're curious. Oxyd was also a great game. This is it's a free game. It's like a fan game. It's a fan-made remake of Oxyd. Oxyd was commercial software made by some software company making software for DOS back in, I guess, the 1980s, 1990s. So if you're curious, you can look up Oxyd and see it for what it is. It's a good game. But this is basically the same thing, except it's free. And this game, it's so good. It combines so many things. Like I said, the physics feel spot on. Like the physics, the way that the ball feels when you move it around, the feel of the physics is just fantastic. And, the graphics are, they're simple but effective in that sort of retro way that graphics sometimes are. And the music, I've turned down the music a bit because by default the music in this game is quite loud. But the music is really wonderful, and I often find music in games distracting, but this game does music really well. Like, this game has music that sort of acts in the background without distracting you, so it doesn't distract you from the task, but it really makes the game feel a lot less lonely, because sometimes a game can feel a bit lonely if you're just doing this kind of thing for a long time and there's no sound. And the sound effects are good too. Like, I love the sounds. I mean, the sounds are so simple, but the sounds of the ball bouncing against stones like this, or that little boing sound that it makes when these colored things open up. I think these might be the oxids, actually. I think these colored things might actually be called oxids, and that might be, I don't know, I might be wrong. But I mean, it's just, I wouldn't say it's the best game ever made, but it's such a good game because it works on so many levels. Again, some people like kind of fast-paced games that test your reflexes and kind of challenge you that way. Well, this game has that. Some people like puzzle games, and this works very well as a puzzle game. Some people like games where you kind of explore, and sometimes some of these levels get pretty big, and you have to kind of figure out, explore different. I'm just trying to think of. I mean, I don't know most of the puzzles in this game. The game is huge. There are so many puzzles, but you think of, okay, I thought this might be a puzzle where you can explore, but no, I don't think I can get out of this. Some puzzles have several screens, and it's almost like an odyssey to discover what's all the stuff that's in the level. So, I mean, there's just so much to do here, and like I said, there are so many levels that the sheer number of levels is insane. So, I really think there's something for everyone here. It's kind of like if you like puzzle games, this is a great game for you. If you like action games, if you like, this game can be so many things. It can be relaxing, like some levels, like probably this one. Okay, actually, this doesn't look very relaxing. This looks quite. Oh, or maybe. Whoa! What? What happened? What? What did you do? I have no idea what's going on here. I'm so confused. Okay. Wow. Okay. I was going to say sometimes the game is relaxing. This is not one of those instances. This is where the game... This is one of those instances where the game is completely infuriating. Sometimes the game is really just like it'll just make you tear your hair out frustrating. But then sometimes it's so pleasant, it's so chill, you just bump these boxes around, push them into the water, use them to make a bridge like that. It's just, it's very atmospheric. So the game works, again, like I said, the game works on so many different levels. It appeals to so many different types of people and different types of play styles. I think there's something here for almost everyone. And again, the game is free. You just look it up. Look it up online. I guess I should put a link to the game in the video description. But and like I said, there are so many puzzles. I mean, Enigma 1 here has 100 levels. And then if you look at the level packs here, there are 10 level packs. You go up to like Enigma 10. Okay, this is 84 levels. So this is something like, if we assume that each of these level packs is 100 levels, okay, they don't exactly. Some of them probably have less, but well, some of them definitely have less because this one had 84. But if you think about, oh, did they actually? Oh, it looks like they've actually converted the original Oxyd levels. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. They actually had the, somebody actually went to the trouble of converting all the original levels from the original Oxyd, and what I think that thing will... That thing will kill me if it touches me, so I need to avoid it. And also this stuff here, that is water, so if you, or it's not really water, it's like quicksand, so you can't stay over it too long. But, oh dear. I think that thing will also trigger the oxids if it touches them, so you can kind of use it to, yeah, there we go, you can kind of use it to, oh, is the, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, come on, let's do this. There we go, level finished. So you can see that this is the kind of game that it just really draws you in. Like from the moment you start it, bam, it really engages you. You're really engaged with what's happening in the game. It's easy to get started. It's so easy to get absorbed in this game, and yet it's so difficult. The game is so hard. So I mean, like I said, you know, imagine that a typical level pack has 100 levels. And then when you have all these different level packs here, my goodness, look at all these level packs here. We're looking at probably like at least hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of these levels that you can do. Like I said, this game will probably last you the rest of your life. If you unless you're some kind of genius at the game and can just whiz through, which I don't think anyone is. It's just, it's so good. And I'm playing it on Windows. There is a Mac version of this game, so for you Mac people who always have problems with... I know it's hard. I mean, I'm not fond of the Mac myself, but I sympathize with Mac users. I understand it's difficult because you sometimes have trouble finding games for your Macs because a lot of games are not released for Mac. There is a Mac version for this game, so there's Windows and Mac, and then there are also binaries distributed for different Linux distributions. So, you know, if you're on... There's a distribution for Debian Linux, there's one for OpenSUSE and whatever, so... pretty much any kind of computer, whatever type of computer you have, it's likely that there's a version of this game for your computer. So folks, if you have almost any kind of computer, and if you've never seen this game and you like what you see, I would encourage you, seriously, just take a look. I think it's, like I said, it's probably not the best game of all time, but it's just wonderful. There's just so much here to see and do. There's so much variety here. There's so much of everything. It's exciting. It's fascinating, and it really makes you think. Like, the puzzles are really the kind of thing where you really have to kind of scratch your head and think, what am I supposed to do here? Like, what? Okay, I picked up 2 coins. I'm gonna guess I put the coin in here, and then right, that opens that up. Whoops! I accidentally put the second coin in. I think I just screwed myself there. Pick up these sheets of paper, and it says, "Oh, give it another try." Okay, let's see. Restart level and try going in on. Whoa. Okay, so apparently putting a coin in there fires the laser, and putting a coin in here opens that. So I can go in here and... Oh, these are not oxids. They're things that just flash red when you touch them. Okay, I have no idea. So somehow I have to get through the this thing here. I can't push that. I can probably... Oh, right, okay. So I can push this gray block around. It's another thing that you have to get used to. You can push gray blocks, or not necessarily gray blocks, but some blocks are movable, and you can push them if you hit them hard enough. You have to kind of hit them hard like that, but if you bang against them hard enough, they will shift one grid position. So yeah, there's so much to learn, there's so much to do, there's so much to figure out in this game. I really just can't say enough good things about this game. It's so good. I understand it's not for everyone. Maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea. Maybe you try it and you don't like it. But like I said, it's a free game, and I think it's a really good game. So like I said, if you have almost any kind of computer, I would recommend, unless you don't play computer games at all. I mean, if you're not a gamer, then okay, that's one thing. But if you play any kind of computer games, I would recommend this game to almost any kind of computer gamer. It's so good on so many different levels. So yeah, there you go. The game is called Enigma, and it is based on an old DOS game called Oxyd. So check them out. Like I said, I guess I'll go ahead and put a link to the game's website in the description. And yeah, great game, Enigma. Highly recommended to anyone who's who's into computer games at all. So, okay, that was all. Just wanted to make a quick video just to say hi to everyone because I was just feeling, I just felt like making a happy video. This is just a happy little video about a happy little game. So hope that everyone's doing well. Hope that you try out this game and enjoy it. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what your experience is playing Enigma or Oxyd if you actually hunt down Oxyd and try playing that as well. I'm curious if anybody has experiences with Oxyd as well. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will talk to you folks later. Bye-bye for now.